D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you these stories, and you can read them for yourself, and come up with your own opinion, or you can just watch this video because I'm going to break them down for you. But before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithms, and small channels like myself usually get pushed to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So why don't we go ahead and get started on these 3 stories. So for my first story, it looks like they have cast the main villain for the new Invasion show over at Disney Plus on the MCU, and they've cast Kingsley Ben-Adir. Now, I don't know if you know him. He has been on One Night in Miami, the most recent thing that he was on. He was also in the OA, and then from where I know him from, he was in Love Life. Now, he was only in 1 episode of Love Life, but as soon as I saw his picture, I was like, oh, I do remember him. He made an impression on me. So, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. So Invasion is a TV show, and it's going to be based off the start of Secret Invasion, and I believe it will lead into Captain Marvel 2, maybe? I don't know. I think Ms. Marvel leads in Captain Marvel 2. I'm not sure which movie this TV show will lead into, but it's based off Secret Invasion, which I'll discuss a little bit at the end of this once we get done with it. And he will be joining Samuel L. Jackson, who will reprise his role as Nick Fury. And he used to lead S.H.I.E.L.D., and now he leads S.W.O.R.D. up in space, if you remember from Spider-Man Far From Home, that end credit scene. And then he also joins Ben Mendelsohn, who will be playing Talos, which is the Skrull leader, who was in Captain Marvel and also in Spider-Man Far From Home. You didn't see him until the very end, but he was in there. This story came out from Variety. They got the little exclusive on this, and everybody jumped on that bandwagon and everything, which is great. Now, as far as who he could be playing, there's plenty of options as far as heroes go, but he'll ultimately be playing a Skrull, I believe, because what happens in Secret Invasion is the Skrull. Okay, so in comic books, when someone dies in the comic books and then they come back to life. So how they explain that in Secret Invasion is because they were a Skrull. For instance, the one that really kind of set off the thing was in the comic books, Elektra gets killed with her own scythe from Bullseye, and they bury her and everything, and then she comes back. But what happened was the real Elektra was kidnapped, and then a Skrull took her place, and she took on the mantle of Elektra, and then the Skrull was the one that was killed, not Elektra. And when they take a person or a hero, they put them up in a spaceship and they put them in a cryostasis and everything. So then there's this huge, war pretty much of who's a Skrull, because the Skrull, you try to figure out which hero, which superhero, or which person is a Skrull and who's a real hero kind of thing. And you find out that Spider-Woman is the Skrull Queen, and she, what happens there is Norman Osborn. I'm giving a lot away. I don't know if they're going to do it like this or whatnot, but Norman Osborn ends up killing the Skrull Queen on camera so the whole world can see, and then he becomes the leader of the Avengers, and then he starts the Dark Avengers, which I hope they do that. It'll be so great. So I think that first off, casting Kingsley Ben-Adir was a good idea. I don't really know his work because I haven't seen One Night in Miami and I haven't seen the OA, so I have no idea how he is in those. I did like him in Love Life, but he was only in 1 episode, maybe 2. I can't really remember off the top of my head. And he did a good job because as soon as I saw his picture, I was like, oh, hey, he was in Love Life. So I did remember him. So he has facial recognition, which is good, for that. You want people to remember you. And And he did a good job because, like I said, I remember him very much from that episode. So, good for him, and good for him getting this show. That's so great that he got this show. I'm always happy for people getting opportunities, and I can't wait to see what he does playing the villain. Everybody's always like, you don't want to, I always think that people want to be the villain because I think the villain's a much more interesting character than the hero. So if I was an actor, I'm not an actor, but if I was, I'd be all like, yeah, I want to play the bad guy. Who wants to play the good guy? I want to be the bad guy. I want to do bad. I want to do naughty things. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Good for him. So that is my first story of the day. For my second story of the day. So we finally get the first look at the big bad Eclipso himself for Stargirl Season 2. Now, if you remember the last episode of Stargirl Season 1, he was in a diamond shard waiting to be released, and Civ/Cindy, she went into that little storage unit or whatever, and she grabbed the diamond, and she's all like, I got you, Eclipso, or whatever she says. I don't remember. It doesn't even matter. So we got this first look, and he's going to be played by Nick Tarabay. I think that's I know him from Spartacus, the first thing I think, but he has played Captain Boomerang in Arrow/The Flash on the CW. So I'm okay with them recasting another actor to play another role, but I'm usually not okay with it, but in this case and in cases like this, I'm okay with it because his face is covered up and you can't tell it's Captain Boomerang. Because I do like Boomerang, his Captain Boomerang on the shows. So I was like, I don't like that they recast him, but his face is covered up, so you can't really see the guy. You just see this stuff, and I think he looks great here. I think that he looks really good. It's comic book accurate, which I'm a fan of. If you watch any of my videos, I am not a purist when it comes to casting. Like, you can gender bend, race bend. I'm fine with that. But one thing I am a purist when it comes to comic book is costumes. And I think that he looks very well within reason. Like, they don't have to be like the very first iteration, but it has to be some kind of iteration, and it has to look like that. Like, I think this one looks very good. I like the skin on his face. It looks very gross and everything. And his powers is he just kind of like sucks off the negative energy of humankind, like the sin and the bad deeds kind of thing. And he just sucks off that energy, and he's got like super strength and stuff like that. So, I think that bringing the magic element into this will be really fun. Especially, since none of the heroes are really magic based. I'm trying to think. Yeah, none of them are really magic based, and they did cast oh gosh, what was his name? I can't remember off the top of my head, but they did cast a magic user. I can't remember the pen clicky guy. I can't remember off the top of my head. Doesn't even matter. But good for them getting comic book accuracy correct. I love that. I think I think this looks great. I can't wait to see how Nick Tarabay portrays him. I think that this will be fun. I liked Stargirl Season 1. You can check out my review up here in the iCard section. And I think it'll be just really fun and it'll be really, really great. So that is my second story of the week. So for my third and final story of the week, and it looks like WB, the Warner Brothers, and DC Films combined with Chernin Entertainment. I'm not sure how you say that. They're going to be developing an Hourman film. And I think this is interesting. They haven't cast anybody or said anything about the story or anything like that. The only thing that's definite is that Gavin James and Neil Widener are going to be the writers for this. Now, they really don't have any writing credits as of right now. Gavin James is an actor. So, I couldn't find anything as far as writing goes on his IMDb. Neil Widener. Sorry, I'm reading this so bad. Like I'm killing his name. He's got a couple writing credits of movies that haven't come out yet, like San Andreas 2 and Catch Me If You Can 3. So it'll be interesting to see what he does there. Now, Hourman was supposed to get his own series, and it was in development over at the CW. but there hasn't been any progress since the announcement of that. So I don't think that show's ever going to happen. And now Hourman did make his live action appearance on Legends of Tomorrow. And then he also made an appearance on Stargirl, where there's the Hourman 2 character on that show. And love, it's from the last story. I did enjoy Stargirl season 1. I thought it was really good. Again, you can check out my review in the iCard section. But yeah, no, I really, really liked it. I don't think Hourman's really that great of a character to bring to the big screen kind of thing. If I was going to put him in anything, it would be in the Black Adam movie coming out, because he is a member of the Justice Society of America, and that's where they're going to make their appearance. But I don't think Hourman is really like a character like that you're really interested in. Like I don't know anybody that's like, oh my God, I can't wait for them to make an Hourman movie. But at the same time, it could be really good. You never know. So who is Hourman? Hourman's power set is like this. So he created this hourglass and he wears it around his neck, and when he turns it, it gives him 1 hour of super strength. That's how he gets his powers. He's got 1 hour of super strength, and once that runs out, he doesn't have the super strength anymore, which I think is kind of a little bit of lame power, but at the same time, kind of fun, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, I can't wait to see. I will be interested to see what they do with this movie / character. But again, I'm not screaming for it. Maybe this is one of those experimental movies that'll just go over to HBO Max. If that's the case, then I'm totally pro for this. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with taking these smaller characters and experimenting with them and putting those movies / TV shows on HBO Max. I'm totally cool with that. So those are my 3 stories of the week. Tell me, what did you guys think about this? How do you feel about Kingsley Ben-Adir getting cast as the main villain for Invasion, the TV show over at Disney Plus for Marvel, and him joining the MCU? Who do you think he's going to play? Do you think he'll play a Skrull, like I said, and then just transform into a hero? Like he'll be a hero, but then ultimately be revealed as a bad guy? Or do you think he'll just be playing a Skrull and he'll be in green face the whole time? How do you feel about this first look of Eclipso for Stargirl season 2? I think it looks really good. Like I said before, it looks so freaking good. It's comic books accurate, which I appreciate and love. And I can't wait to see what they do with the character and how bad he's going to be. Yeah, I just love it and everything. And then tell me, how do you guys feel about this Hourman movie getting made over at DC Films? I mean, is this something that you're interested in, or are you like me and you're just like completely like, okay, whatever, I'll watch it, but I'm not hankering for an Hourman movie. Yeah, so tell me, what did you guys think? Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next Sunday on my weekend review. You guys have a good week. Bye.
Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that geek what icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my weekend review.